How's it going, everybody? Welcome to April 2022 Merch by Amazon sales update. Let's get right into these numbers. It was a very interesting month. It turned out to be okay. It was actually a little lower than my average. And we'll look at those numbers right now, starting with the US sales. These are my total numbers for the US marketplace. 160 sales in total, $2,847.05 in total sales, $477.30 in royalties, for royalties per sale just around $3. It's a bit of a drop, but it's not as big of a drop as I thought. I think there were enough days that spiked, and I'll get into that in a second. But when I say spiked, I'm not talking about extreme spikes, just a little better than average. That actually brought the total numbers up enough for me to have a solid month. Royalties per sale have decreased, I would say, in the last probably 3 to 4 months since PopSockets started selling again. There was a bit of a break with PopSockets where they didn't sell as much, and my royalties per sale for PopSockets, for most of them, it's about 225. I listed a bunch that have lower royalties, some just over $1. So that brings my total down, my total royalties per sale down. I'll go into some of the specific numbers in a little more detail, but let me show you the total numbers. Total monthly sales are sitting at 271. So again, just slightly below average, which I'm okay with. And I did my math fairly quickly, and I'm sitting around, let's say, 800 to 850 US dollars in royalties, which again is okay. I think it's closer to about 800. Japan really, performed well last month, and actually it's continuing to well, at least the start of May is much better than I thought it would be. I'll show those numbers up, show them to you guys pretty soon. But Germany didn't disappoint, UK, and then Italy came in with double digits, and then we have Spain and France with 10 in total. So again, what I'm noticing is that the designs that I've started listing, let's say 3 to 4 months ago, and I've actually been aggressively pushing those designs because they're scalable designs where I can, for example, pump out, I don't even know, like 30, 50 designs a day. And I can put them in categories based on certain countries and languages, and it's very similar design, pretty much the same design, but it's just different wording and different things based on the marketplace and location. And it just looks like I've not hit a trend. It's not a trend. These are definitely evergreens, but it was definitely something that was lacking in the marketplace where I am getting those sales, and not just on Merch by Amazon, but I'm seeing those sales actually start increasing on my eBay and my Etsy stores, which is nice because it's the same designs that I'm listing on Merch, eBay, Etsy, and a few other marketplaces. So compared to last month, so we're looking at 271. Compared to, let me actually go, we'll have to do this manually here. So compared to last month, which was March, it was about 40 to 50, 45 sales lower, which is still okay. I'm okay with that because April is traditionally one of the slowest months. We'll get into like the summer slump and everything, but not for, it looks to me like things are actually going to improve just because of what I've seen, like I said, with my newer designs, and then some of the designs that haven't sold in a while, they're starting to sell. But look at the difference here with Germany. In March, I had one item that took off maybe for, let's say, 3 to 4 days. I think in one day I sold something like 15 of them. Somebody must have shared it on social media or something. Maybe it caught some momentum. But this didn't translate into an increase or at least continuation of sales in April. It did drop my numbers, but it's I'm still extremely happy with how it turned out. Spain again, single digits. So, and there was a drop in France, right? So overall, I'm very happy with everything that happened. You can see here, kind of like there were a few spikes overall. This is the U.S. market, and then you can see where it slowed down and then it started picking up again, at least in March, right? Uh, the month that we're talking about, April, this is what it looked like. So it looked like there was a bit more activity in some of the marketplaces and then not so much in others. So what I want to show you here is the total here. These are monthly sales, and you'll see historically kind of where I am, and again, just historically the way that since my big huge drop in November, uh, January was a huge disappointment with 110, and honestly, at the beginning of the month, I actually thought that April had a chance to be the worst month, at least since November. But it something happened, and the sales picked up, and started increasing, like I said, and it looks like it turned out okay. I'm still definitely not happy that this year is turning out to be, and I'm just talking about the U.S. marketplace, turning out to be lower than my 2021 performance. As you can see here, I was somewhere between, I don't know, 190 to 230, and that's not the case with this year. However, overall, my sales have been increasing year to year. And maybe I'll do another video because I don't want to get off topic here. Uh, and I'll talk about that because the performance of my international other marketplaces has actually improved, and it's improved enough to keep my royalties, just where I want them. Even if I get a drop in sales in the U.S. market, it makes up, through these other marketplaces. So overall, I'm actually feeling really, really good about merch again. My eBay is going well. Etsy, I'm still now playing around with it. I've honestly kept Etsy kind of like dormant. Haven't touched it in a few years because it just generates a few $100 of royalties every month, without me having to push a single button. And when that kind of stuff happens, you tend to get comfortable and forget about it. But you know what? Now I'm kind of feeling a little more motivated when it comes to print on demand, and that's kind of the direction I want to go in. So, anyways, I'm going to leave it here. 271 total sales, 162 US, and hopefully I'll have more days like this. But anyways, I'll leave that for another video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you had a good month. If you don't mind, share your tier level, and then maybe if tier doesn't matter, let us know how many designs you have up and what your sales look like. I would love to see those kinds of numbers. I know that viewers of this channel would also love to see that. So don't hesitate to share, and let's get through this together. Thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you soon.